Brr. Oh, so what's going on? You know, I've had people say, well, what kind of car did you get? What did you get? What do you have? You know, I'm still getting it set up, but I should be able to show it today because the things that I'm having built to put in there should be done today. He's going to call me if he gets in to get it done. And as soon as that's done, now I did get a 750 watt inverter, but it's not big enough to run this little cooking thing that I got. This, what do you call it? The, now I can't think of the name of it. Well, I'll show it to you later. But anyway, I did find another one, a 2,000 watt inverter that I'm going to have to go down and get this morning. And it's 29 degrees out there. Now, for a lot of people that are living in minus conditions, that's, you know, nothing. But here in, you know, New Mexico, that's cold. So I'm out there with my little fingers freezing out there this morning. Because what I found out, it does have the plug-in that you could plug into the 12 volt, but then I saw that you can only run something up to 150 watts from the plug-in. And it has to be, the inverter has to be hooked directly to the battery, okay? So I went out this morning with my numb little fingers hooking it up, but it wasn't enough wattage to run my 500 watt cooker. So I did look online, and there is a place here that's got a 2,000 watt inverter, which I'm going to go down and purchase this morning and try to get that hooked up with my cold little fingers and see how that works. Now, I couldn't understand it because the refrigerator runs, you plug that into the 12 volt, no problem, you know, but the heating coil takes a lot more energy, and so that was not happening. It just, you know, not enough wattage to do that. So I'll go down and get a 2,000 watt sine wave inverter and try putting that in this morning, and we'll see if that works, because I have to, being carnivore, I have to have a way to cook my meat. I'm not a raw carnivore. Okay, the puppies eat raw, but I don't eat raw. I eat almost raw. No, I do cook my meat, but I do eat it pretty rare. Yeah, my father would always give me a bad time when we go out to get meat, and my mother and I would eat it rare, and my father wants it like shoe leather, and he'd say, I've seen cows hurt worse than that, get up and walk away. But, you know, like I said, it's reversed my low iron anemia. I don't have that problem anymore since I started the carnivore. And before that, I was taking iron pills. I was having the kale soups. I would make kale soups, everything with all the greens in it, everything to get as much iron, a lot of spinach. And none of that worked. Floridix, I would take the Floridix, I would cook in iron pans, I would, you know, everything you could do, and none of it was working. I had to go in for iron infusions, iron infusions last year, because my iron level dropped to 4. And it should be 20, so that's very low. They say usually if it goes down past 7, you know, sometimes they'll want you to go and get transfusions. which I said, no, I'm not going to go get transfusions. So anyway, I did have to go to the cancer center to get infusions done. And I had to do that every 2 weeks for a couple months. I had to go in and get these infusions done. But like I said, since I've been doing the carnivore, and I do eat liver pretty often because I just feel better after I've had it. Now, I'm not having as much of a craving for it now because I think I'm getting to the point where my iron level is okay. But I do still once in a while have the liver, okay? But it also reversed my type 2 diabetes. For a while they had me taking insulin shots, metformin, etc. So I'm glad I don't have to take any kind of medication for that anymore. I'm not taking any medications at all. In fact, I went into the doctor and they go, "You're not taking any medications?" I go, "No, I'm not taking any." They were like, usually we have people coming in and they're taking 10 different medications. No, I'm not taking any medications. The medication I'm taking is meat. Okay, that's it. And I really do look at it like my medication because, I've had some difficulties and I'm wanting to reverse them, and this is working. It's not a real quick fix. You have to stick with it. And I'm telling you, it's really miserable when you begin and you've been having carbs and sugars and everything like that. To get over that hump is difficult. And if you don't process fat so easily, it takes a while to get over that hump. But you do get over it and things do get much better. So, stick with it, is all I'm saying. Now, if you're going carnivore, they say it's better to back off of the veggies and fruits and stuff slowly so that you don't have such big oxalate dumping, which I did experience oxalate dumping. When my eyes were, felt like I was having glass shards in my eyes and was just feeling really not good, we'll put it that way. Yeah, for a number of days. But that, thank God, that's passed for now. But anyway, hopefully the vehicle is done today and I'll have everything ready for a trial run. Again, you need to make trial run after trial run after trial run to make sure that you have everything functional, what you need, find out what you don't need, and get everything in place before you do your long excursion. Now, like I said, I bought a different car that's a hybrid because with the hybrid, you can have AC in the summer all night, you can have heat in the winter all night, which you cannot do with other vehicles. So that was one of the number one big selling points. Also, with these, because it's a hybrid battery and you've got your starter battery in the back of the car, you can hook up, like I'm doing today, if I get the right one, an inverter so that you can run your other things off of it. And in the back of the vehicle, you also have 12-volt plug, so you can put in your refrigeration unit and everything in there as well. So, lots of things being worked on and done. And hopefully, I have this all figured out. Okay? So I did pack yesterday my Ugg boots. I have knee-high Ugg boots with, the Ugg boots have the natural sheep shearling wool inside. which is great when you're out there and it is cold and you're in snow. They do keep your feet much warmer than a lot of other things you could be wearing, okay? I do have another pair of boots that's for rain conditions. I have a raincoat with me. I have to get the puppies' raincoats yet, but they have their, look at how cute their little jackets are. They have matching jackets, and I did have to go yesterday and get them both new harnesses because they wear a size bigger than they usually do when they're bundled up with their coats and their sweaters and everything. It adds a whole dog on them. We'll put it that way. They have to bump up a size. So I got that for them yesterday. And yeah, but other than that, I think I've got it pretty well shushed out, worked out. I bought a mat for the front of my vehicle because, you know, I'm going to be going to where there's probably snow and rain, and so I put a rubber mat in my driver's thing. I put a seat covering over the driver's side because it has light seats in it, and if I'm going to be out there in the muck and drama, you know, I don't want to get those light beige seats dirty. So I did put a covering on that, and that's about it, you know, trying to figure out what all I'm going to do. But yeah, in a half hour the store opens, so I'm going to go down there first thing this morning and grab that sine wave, and hopefully that inverter will work. So I'm going to go and pick that up, install that this morning with my frozen little fingers. I have this weird thing too. I cannot wear gloves. Is there anybody else out there that has that problem? When I wear gloves, my fingers actually get colder. Now, how does that work? I don't know. For whatever reason, gloves do not work for me. They absolutely get colder. Now, maybe I could try mittens. Maybe it's that they're, my hands are so small, and when they are like this, I don't get enough blood flow to them. Maybe mittens would be better, but you can't do anything with mittens. Okay, it might be good for when I'm outside. Maybe I'll try some mittens and see if that's any better, because gloves do not work for me. I've just always had that, and I can't figure out why in the world would my hands get colder when I'm wearing gloves. So odd. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here and get ready to take off and go down there, because they do have those on sale for pretty good. I think it's regularly $170. They got them on sale for $130, so that's good. So I am going to go down and pick one of those up and, you know, install it right away and give it a shot, and hopefully that solves this situation that I have, because I have to be able to cook. How can I be a caravanning carnivore and I can't cook? Oh, that would be I'd have to learn to go raw, and I'm not. No, I don't. No, I'm not going raw. Oh, so anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'm excited to show you the setup as soon as I am able. But like I said, I had a lot of stuff that I had to get ready before I can show you that, okay? But yes, I'm looking forward, and hopefully this adventure goes well. I'm hoping. Now, today we had Hogoli, and that there's somebody on there that's also doing RVing, and she says they're in Ajijic. Now, I lived in Ajijic for 1 year down in Mexico. It's not too far from Guadalajara, and it's such a lovely place. I had a beautiful home there. I paid about $400 a month, and it was, it would rain at night, and it would be sunny during the day. And I just loved it. It was such a great place to be out there in Ajijic. So I hope they're enjoying their time there, because I most certainly did enjoy my time when I lived there for a year. Yeah, Ajijic, Mexico. I would probably like to go back down there again one of these days, because I did so enjoy my time there. I remember the places, and there was this one woman that made these fabulous tamales that I would go get. And then just people that I knew down there, and great restaurants, great places to eat, and they have the little town square there. Yeah, Ajijic is a wonderful place. If you're ever in Mexico, go see Ajijic. Yeah, great place to be by Lake Chapala. Okay. Yeah, really did enjoy my time there in Mexico. Anyway, like I said, I should close this down and get going, because this is not getting it done sitting here, is it? Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online, and I can't wait to take people on the carnivore caravan adventures. I have to remember to pack a flute as well. I haven't done that yet. Have to take a flute. So we'll see you online.